Gotta stop doing that with that camera zooming in and stuff. Holy cow. Okay, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Scythe, that's Antigneron, back again for another Cube World. Let's play this game together. Journey to the North Block, the Hills of Olympia. That's what I'm calling it now. I don't know if it's going to stick. I just made it up right now. Hoo-hoo! And in the last episode, we took on the Goblin King. King of the Goblins. Most powerful adversary we've ever faced thus far. Except for this biter. Cheese and crackers, get out of my face. Wow. But yeah. Excuse me. We took on Rock Mountains. That's where he was. He was over there. I didn't do much since the last episode. I kind of just maybe killed a couple enemies or two, and then we went away. Oh, we also ended up getting Lucky, our snout beetle, who is the most insane pet we've ever ran into, just by far, in any way, shape, or form. He's got long-range attacks. He's got charge attacks. He has incredible defense, and more importantly, he has incredible regen. Not so much on the boss, though. Cows, unfortunately, as far as I know, I mean, I'll have to double check on the wiki again, but I remember reading up that cows are not obtainable as a pet, which sucks, because that would be so awesome. It kind of just goes without saying that they should be some kind of a, tank. Oh. But yeah, in today's episode, I figured we'd go over here to the second quest that we can actually go to before it gets to nightfall, because it's already starting to get a little... Ah! I pulled our glider away before it was too soon. But yeah, before it gets to nightfall, because it's starting to get a little bit late already. It's 1700 hours, 37. I don't know what that means. All I know is that the sun has gone down, and this little... human being, get back here! Ah! My back! Oh! I like your name, Weary Traveler. I like yours too, dude. Okay. Do I? I don't even know his name. Myrick. More like Morgan Freeman. Hey, let's get a picture together. Oh, no, I want a picture together. No, I want a picture together. No, you gotta look at the camera, you dope. You know what? Let me get this out of the way too. No, you gotta look at it. No, you gotta look at it. You know what? Forget you, man. Thanks for nothing. Okay. Dungeon is way over there. I gotta remember that. Okay, we gotta go this way. Lucky is an insane snout beetle. He is absolutely awesome. Yesterday we took on the Goblin King. He is pretty much the Goblin King. He was the most worthy adversary we've ever faced. I know I'm repeating myself, but seriously, it was an intense battle. There was blood, sweat, and tears all pouring out of every orifice all at once. Are you evil? I gotta press V. You know what? It's been a long time since we fought an ogre. It's been a very long time since we fought an ogre. Yep, it's been a really long time since we fought an ogre. Rah! Magic spell! I didn't mean to press that button, you idiot! Get away from me! You know why it's been such a long time since we fought an ogre? Because for some reason, his bag of tricks, is that he's breaking the game. Oh my goodness, the frame rate went to crap. I can't believe that. I think it's because of all the lighting effects. That's one of the biggest things. Like, you notice when I pull out our torch, the frame rate takes a little dip. And so, as you would expect, when it starts getting to nighttime, when we hit enemies with our fireball spells, like casting a fireball has no effect. Other than it just being a big pixel mess, so it obviously drains the frame rate. But, like when we end up hitting an enemy or something, that is when, hey, I love traveling to cities of different lands. See you later, Patrick. Okay, but when we end up hitting an enemy, when we end up hitting them with a fireball, what's the lighting effects around? Well, there's lighting effects around us now that we got our fireball charged, but if we hit them with our big fireball, brah, look at that lighting effect. Look at all that beauty. Which is absolutely awesome. It is. but it's just more stuff to bog down the frame rate. And unfortunately, this game doesn't really have any options whatsoever, just because of the type of game it is. Like, it really just doesn't have nearly as much options as it should to be able to make the game play at an optimal rate without having a monster computer, you know? Like, at least Minecraft, with what it's become nowadays, you know, I mean, I've never really played it on PC or anything, but I just know because I used to watch a lot of Minecraft videos. I still do every now and then. That's actually how I ended up seeing this Cube World game. Was I was watching, I'm subscribed to B00, who, B00-100, I think is his actual username, but it's like, yeah, he's absolutely incredible. I watched a lot of him way before I even planned on even recording YouTube videos and stuff. So I think that's where I get a lot of, how would I put it? I know there are some things that I do that are similar to what he does. But I think also on top of that, like here's a very specific subject. People are always talking about, you know, you don't want someone who's just ripping someone else off. And that's not what I'm saying I'm doing in any way, shape, or form. But what I always view that as is not only, you know, people always say, like, you know, it's like the flattery is the blah, 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 something like that. I don't exactly know. I just don't have the quote on top of my head. I know what it is, I just don't got it right now. Because I'm focused on commentating and stuff. But yeah, okay, so we are going that way. Let's just fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. Bow, bow, bow. But what I view it as more often than not is it's not that people are so much trying to copy someone else or rip someone else off. I mean, maybe for some people that's the case. For me personally, I watch other people's videos just because I'm interested in people, one, but I really like that B00 character because, well, and I'm not meaning, I don't know how else to say this without sounding a little bit egotistical, which maybe I am. Wow, who am I kidding? Yes, I am. I'm a little bit cocky because I'm pretty cool. But seriously, it's like, I always view it as, it's not so much that someone's ripping them off. Like, I see this with other people too. They'll watch someone else's videos and people find similarities between two people and try to say, oh, you're just copying this person and stuff like that. And it's like, no. What I see is that they found someone else's channel or someone else's personality that they were comfortable with. Why? Because, because it reflected a part of who they were. And yeah, I know we're getting a little bit deep here, but that's just how personalities seem to work. You know, I've always been really big into all the psychology and stuff, and I always see, like, you know, you'll notice that people will always end up watching, like, if you're a fan of someone, it's because they usually have a quality that you very much admire about them that more often than not, people will want to adopt themselves, but I always view it as it's a quality that they haven't yet awakened in themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I know how those words sound with nowadays. It's all kind of weird. Box! Hello, Box's evil twin, yeah! There can only be one Box. Oh, cha-cha-cha-cha! When we stand on this here little thing, we speak in an Irish accent. And I think slowly throughout the days of this here series, eventually my accent is probably going to be a lot better one day. Mayhap not. But I think the biggest thing is that a lot of things are eventually going to not need explaining, if you understand me meaning. Oh, whoops, we're not on top of him anymore, so I don't need to talk like that. Yeah. But it's like, I like that B00 character because he's loud and he's a weirdo. And that's kind of what I am, you know? He plays the idiot, which, well, fill that one out yourselves. Anyways, oh, goodness, frame rate. There. We gotta get there. It's getting dark. It's getting dark and scary. Someone's gotta hold me. But there's only like, how many views are on this video right now? Because if you're the first one viewing this, that means you're the one that has to hold me. Sorry, that's just how I clear my throat. It's got nothing to do with you holding me. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just kind of doing stuff. Because like, as I said in the last episode, and I kind of am repeating myself here, but I do this. I kind of repeat myself a lot. I don't know how noticeable it is to other people. I just kind of feel it for myself. It's like I try my best not to repeat too much, but at the same time, I acknowledge that there's going to be new viewers. There's always new viewers. So it gets tricky between balancing talking about some fresh stuff and, well, I guess it's not that tricky. Well, who am I kidding? But talking about new stuff while also, my forehead, while also, you know, trying to clue them in on what's been going down, what's going on, you know, how's life treating you, and stuff like that, all that kind of goodness. Okay, I gotta zoom in here. Ooh, dang it, oh my goodness. Dun, 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 dun. I gotta get some screenshots. This is beautiful, man. Look at this. Look at this. Holy crap. Holy cow. I'm gonna zoom in and get a first person shot. I always try to get ones where the map is just on the sky, because those are the easiest ones for me to edit. Oh man, if I look at that thing, it looks like a giant octopus. That would be a killer trolling title. Like, you know, I would put something like, I'd use that as a title card, and it would be like everyone would get all curious about what it is. Defeat the ruler of the tree. Now, every time, here's the thing. Every time we've ended up fighting one of these dudes, by the way, I gotta remember, I gotta craft a couple pots here. Every time we have fought one of these dudes that's in a tree, on a cliff, anything that's high up, they're always a very powerful boss. Lately, we haven't been we've ran into a few, but not that many weak bosses. 15, let's get up to 20, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. But straight up, it's like these bosses are always trouble, man. So hopefully this one's going to be a little bit weaker. The biggest problem that they always have is fighting these bosses is kind of like an endurance test, because they always have so much. Like, seriously, change the game, you guys. You gotta update that. These bosses have way too much health. So eventually it just becomes a chore to start fighting. What did I trip? I tripped. Eventually it just becomes a chore to start fighting them. Like, you know, if this guy ends up having... These are +3 enemies. That means they got really good loot. I'm gonna have to look around whether we can actually beat this dude or not. I'm gonna have to look around afterwards and see if there's some +3 enemies down there for us to grind, because it's been a while since we ran into an area that had plus enemies, and they always drop really good stuff. +4 is the best that I've ran into so far, but this is still good. This is still good. So let's try and kill the... Well, I wanted to kill the ads. I wanted to take down the little guys first. But, well, we got them out of the way anyway. Great, he's a warrior assassin thing. Oh, perfect. And how much health does he have? He has so much health that his health hasn't even moved once. Wow. Okay, is he gonna actually climb up? Nah! Alright, it's one of these annoying bosses. I may not bother trying to beat him just because of how long it would actually take. This is one of those very annoying bosses, but I'm going to keep on fighting this dude, and I'm not going to do it on camera because of how much health he has. I'm going to keep fighting this dude. I'm going to see if we can take him. Hopefully we can take him out. See, the biggest problem too is when he loses his attention on us, he gets fully healed too. So I got to try and bounce. Like, a strategy I've ran into is if I keep throwing Lucky at him, he'll jump down there and tag him, and then I can hit him from afar. Because normally you can't hit them when you're in a position like this that's too high up or something where he can't get at us. It's the game's way of keeping you from being able to cheat your way to beating any boss in the game, you know? But I'm going to keep fighting this dude, and I think we're going to have a quick commercial break. And hopefully he's going to be dead after this. Otherwise, I'm going to be wandering around here, see if we can find some +3 enemies. So I'll see you all right after this. Welcome back, everybody. So here's what happened. I started fighting him, and I realized that we didn't do nearly as much of it. Well, we didn't do any damage to him. And I didn't really feel like fighting him for half an hour. Like, the reward just wouldn't have been worth it. And I've looked around a little bit. Not the most. Not like I haven't scoured the lands or anything like that. But there doesn't seem to be any +3 enemies around here, unfortunately. I think because it's like a tower dungeon, I think they can only spawn up in the tree as opposed to down at the bottom and stuff. But I figured, you know, let's not let this episode go to waste. We're already right at the edge of a new biome. So I think we've worn out our welcome. We're already here. We're already, you know, because otherwise I would have to go all the way to the village because it's getting to nighttime, and I would have to go to the inn because that would also reset all the dungeons and stuff. But otherwise, honestly, I think let's go see what's in this new biome. Hopefully it's gonna be something cool. Hopefully. And yeah, you know, maybe next time we come to the hills, we'll be able to run into something cool. But otherwise, it's getting a bit too dark, and I want to see how close, whenever we get to the next biome here. Like, is there a town that's closer by than going all the way back? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, everybody, take this, you stupid ogre. Unfortunately, I'm doing that. Oh God! He drains way too much frame rate. Stupid ogres, man. You want to use your special charged attack? Go for it. But unfortunately, it means that one of two things is going to happen. Die already! Get out of here! Jeez. Was there someone else helping us? I saw some more arrows from over there. Well, anyways, it means that... Oh, horses. Can we get a horse as a pet? I wonder. I really gotta check the wiki. If we can, I'll go backwards and get one off camera. But we're unfortunately probably going to end up getting a little bit of night footage, everybody, unless the village is close enough by. Then we can either just make a break for it, or maybe I'll just do it off camera. We're not gonna kill this horse, he's too sweet. But unfortunately, like, can we squeeze through? Yeah! But I'm sorry about that, everybody. I'm sorry in advance, because it gets real, like, game-breakingly dark at night. Wow, okay, a dead end, nice. So I try my best not to have any of the darkness on camera, and that's why, you know, that's why for the most part I do actually try and stay out of caves and stuff like that, just because I don't want to, you know, well, you know, it's too dark, man. And you think it's dark now, which it already pretty much is, because it's already tough for us to see the terrain and crap like that. But I mean, whoo doggy, whoo doggy, it gets really, really dark. Actually, you know what? One sec. Alright, I just needed to check something. I just needed to make sure there was something going on with some of my settings here and stuff. Ooh! Are we? Oh, that's not the new biome. It's over there. I wonder if this is going to actually be something new, or is it just going to be something we've already ran into? Because I think there's only like 3 other biomes we could run into. Ooh! That's a big hill! That's a big hill, boy! But seriously though, is this gonna be another hill biome? Are we already at the edge? I can't really tell on the map because it's so zoomed out. Well, it looks like we're gliding our way into the new biome. It looks like it might be hills. I wonder. Unless this is the edge and, you know, it's something a little bit more over here. I don't know. I don't know what I've been told. Is it something? I see jungle trees. Oh, it's another ocean biome. Dang it. Alright, well, you know what? Whatever. It's still cool. It's still cool, but we've already ran into way too many oceans. Take this, you stupid lantern fish. Can we not kill it? See, this is why I don't like the ocean biome. All the enemies are a little bit too close-knit, and it's just weird. Oh, we got a lot of items, though. Anyway, let's get off of our glider. Back to our boat. Back to Wind Waker. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. Why are there piranha on the land? Lucky. This is our lucky day, man. We're going to be able to take these guys out like they're nothing. Or not. Well then. This is just weird. Alright, well, you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to get some crazy screenshot here. Because, look at this. 3 little fishes dancing in a row. 3 little fishes. Where's our next town? It's way over there. Okay, we're going to try and make it. Let's just go over there. Screw all these enemies. Screw all this. Sailing. Dun-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Dun-da-dun. Wind Waker, you know? Such an awesome game, man. I would have loved to have been able to do a Let's Play of that series, just saying. But unfortunately, I don't have a capture card, one, so I wouldn't be able to record it on GameCube, because I think I still got my GameCube somewhere around here. And two, we're starting to get to the edge of the map. I cannot run a GameCube emulator very well at all. Like, it's a resource hog, you know? And I would only do that for recording and stuff. Like, I do own Wind Waker and stuff like that, and I would, maybe one day when I get a capture card, maybe then we'll start dealing with, I mean, there's a whole collage of console games and stuff like that that I would love to be able to record and stuff. But, yeah, for right now, I kind of got to resort to PC, which I think is probably what we're going to be doing for the most part, because with the new consoles coming out and stuff, and this is getting into a little bit of real-life stuff, I kind of see it now, like, okay, here's a little bit of history about me. I used to be a pretty hardcore PC gamer, like, straight up, PC has always been the way to go. But around the time, with Xbox and PS2, like, we always owned, like, we had NES, SNES, Nintendo 64, which everybody had one of those, I mean, come on. And, a couple Game Boys, stuff like that. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. I'm not trying to do this to flex my nerd muscle or anything like that. I'm just saying that there's always been consoles around. And then eventually, I think around the time with the original Xbox, because we can't call it the Xbox One anymore. Nope, no sir, no ma'am. But, I was still into console games back then, but it's like, I got really into some PC games because we ended up upgrading our PC for, yes, that's right, we had one at the time, for, like, what do you call it? I think the first time I updated the computer was for Final Fantasy 11. And I know this is annoying, how I keep stopping and stuff, but I mean, this is just the ocean anyway, unfortunately, I'm sorry there's not that much action on the screen right now. Sorry about that, everybody. This is just kind of what the ocean biomes are, unfortunately. But that's why I figure, I can just talk about, like, I used to be hardcore into PC gamer, okay? Then I ended up pretty much switching over to consoles for a little bit. For quite a while. Like, 360 was just awesome for me, And that's what happens when you get to the edge of the map, if you don't already know. When you go off the screen, it just starts loading. It's weird. But, yeah. And only recently, like when I started doing my Let's Plays and recording for YouTube and stuff like that. What was that sound? That is when, like, now I'm back into PC gaming. And I'm starting to realize, back when I used Steam was, I only had, like, its early build when Half-Life 2 just came out, And so now it's like, I'm just still... We gained 12 experience. I guess Lucky is killing stuff. That lucky bugger. But it's like... Yeah. But it's like... you know, I kind of am freaking out a little bit now that I actually see what Steam actually is all about and stuff like that, you know, because I was never really into all of that stuff. I was an old school PC gamer. Sheep +1, so this is an island +1. But anyway, now I've been getting more into it because of YouTubing. And my whole point, besides all my rambling, I just ramble. That's just what I do. I could go on for hours about nothing. But I could also go on for hours about lots of stuff that's, you know, cool. But it's like, ha! But rather than getting the new consoles, and I might get the new consoles eventually only because I would be recording them or something. Hello, Box Plus One. But it's like, I kind of just see it as, rather than buying the new consoles, I may as well just upgrade a PC part, you know? But anyway, I'm kind of stopping here and procrastinating a little bit because I think I'm going to pause the recording. I'm going to get to town, and then we'll do a couple more things in there before we call it an episode. I'm going to hunt a couple things on this island because all these enemies are going to be +1, which means decent loot. Not the best, but we might be able to run into something. And yeah, so I'll see you all in a bit. Here we are, everyone, and the town that it generated on this island seems to be a desert island. We went inside this temple, I killed the boss. It was very weak sauce enemies and stuff, so we didn't really need to kill any of them. Looks like we got quite a few quests over here, so I think within the next few episodes, maybe we'll ping-pong our way here, and then we'll go to whatever is the next biome over there. I know we're going a little bit backwards because we kind of went south. And this is actually the same ocean biome that connected to the desert that was a few episodes ago too. So we really went backwards and off track. I should have gone up here instead of coming down, but whatever. Let's make an arc over to here, and then maybe we'll go north from there. Otherwise, right now, this ain't Journey to the Northlands at all. But yeah, there's not that much. Where is it? There we go. There's not that much to do right now. I mean, I gotta. Where is it? I gotta go over to the crafting district and deal with a little bit of crafting and stuff. Oh yeah, I ended up leveling up a bunch of our stuff. We actually got our mana shield up to level 20 now, and our fire explosion is at 19. I think it's going to be a good idea to get these both to level 20, and then I think I'm gonna start working on our teleport. I really gotta start getting in the habit of using it. I know I say that every time, but it just isn't that good of a final skill for a mage. It's alright. You know, like, especially if you were fighting other players or something. But when you're fighting these bots, there's not really much point in doing it, you know? It's just kind of like, alright, why would I do that when I could do this? But anyways, I think we're going to call it a little bit earlier today rather than going over like we usually do. Which we might even be perfectly on time right now, and I just didn't have my timer on accurately, but who knows, who knows. I'm just gonna deal with a little bit more crafting and stuff, and I think, well, yeah, I should probably honestly get to bed before I end up traveling over there. I think maybe when we get to that episode, I'll start making a little bit more cuts if there's not really anything in the water and stuff, because this long haul there, I was trying to explain stuff and just talk about some stuff, but I kind of rambled on, so it kind of just turned into you watching me in the water. Get out of the way! Jeez, and crackers. Do we have... Yeah, we do have max silk. Okay, perfect. But yeah, I'm going to deal with a little bit more crafting and everything, but we're going to actually call it here for today's episode, everybody. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have enjoyed today's episode and have continued to enjoy this series and continue to do so. Yeah, even though there's not much to do in this game, but I made peace with it. That's what this game is. Slow. That's just what it is, man. That's what it is, guys and girls. That's what it is. But yeah, if you watch this video all the way to the very end, please leave a like. I really do appreciate it, and it helps me out a lot. And if you want to see more in this series or any of my other series, be sure to subscribe, everybody. Sign on. Stay epic. Whoa, whoa.